Hey, welcome to Regular Stuff. This is a YouTube channel about not much of anything except for the regular stuff I do. Now, before we get started, I'm going to ask you to go check out my other YouTube channel called Square Body Stuff. It's about the 73 through 87 Chevrolet and GMC square body pickups. If you're into that, go check it out. I'll put a link in the description box below. And now we'll get back to the regular stuff. This video, I'm going to start out with doing a walk around of my 2012 Silverado 3500 HD. So here's your introduction to Maxine. Now, I've had Maxine for about 6 years now, I think. She's got about 167,000 miles on it. Got the 6.6 liter Duramax and Allison transmission. I do have a little bit bigger tires on it. They're 285 75 17s, I believe. Now, I've done the emissions delete and some other goodies to the engine and powertrain, a little bit to the transmission. So it's not completely stock. It does have quite a bit more power than a factory one. I love this truck. Never really had a whole lot of issues since I've done the delete. Before I had the delete, I was always having emissions problems, but that's all long gone. Since then, I haven't had much of any problem with her. Now, I bought the truck when I was down in Florida on a job. Decided I needed to upgrade from my old four-door square body to a little bit newer truck, something a little more comfortable, a little more roadworthy, and had a warranty at the time and all that. So I went shopping for a truck, and my criteria of what I was looking for was, of course, a Chevrolet or GM product. I wanted a crew cab, long bed, single wheel. I didn't want white. I didn't want another dually. I didn't want an extended cab. But then I seen this old girl sitting in a Dodge dealership down in Gainesville, Florida, and I fell in love. It's everything I didn't want, but everything I really wanted. I just didn't know it, I guess. Now, as you can tell, it's a white dually extended cab. But just something about it, when I seen it sitting in the parking lot, just really spoke to me. I took it for a test drive. She had 87,000 miles on it, I think, and just clean as can be. One owner truck. Is owned by an older gentleman and his wife, and they just used it to pull a trailer around, and so it did use some, see some use, but that's what these trucks are built for. Probably one of the first things I done to the truck when I got it was put the vent visors on. I took the lower air dam off the front bumper. It hung down pretty low, probably about another 4 to 6 inches. I didn't like the way it looked, and I cranked up the torsion bars just a little bit to raise the front end up a little bit, to kind of level it out. It's set a little bit too low for my taste in the front. Now you can also see she's got some fender flares that I've added to her. I put those on there. Had to order fender flares for a regular fleet side long bed because they don't make them for a dually. Had to do some modifications to the ones on the back here to make them fit the dually bed, but they come out looking okay. I have 2-inch spacers in between the rear duals, and I also have 2-inch spacers on the front to kind of give it a little wider stance. And that's another reason why I put the flares on there, to kind of keep the mud and stuff off the side. As you can see right there, there's a little strip that keeps coming up. I need to do something a little different with my mud flaps up front, because it just sprays the mud right up to my door handle. I gotta fix that one of these days. Now, you have to excuse the mess. I didn't clean her out for the video or nothing. She's got some stuff in the back floorboard, and that's usually how she rides. I usually have the seat up, but this is what really turned me on about the extended cab versus a crew cab. I was used to, my old crew cab there, you'd have a door in the middle. You have to, if you're moving stuff around, you'd have to go around the door. With this, when I opened up that back door and swung it all the way back and just had one big open hole to work out of, that was awesome. I can put all my gear and stuff in the back seat or the back floorboard. At the time, I also, while I was down there, set it up. I had the toolbox, actually the toolbox that's in the back of that truck right now. Had that toolbox set up back here, and I had 4-foot side boxes that matched along the bed. Bought those used off of Craigslist down in Florida, off of 2 separate people. One had the big toolbox, and another guy had the side boxes. They were all Cobalt brand, kind of a matching set. Truck looked pretty slick with that on there. If I can find the picture, I'll post it and show it to you while I'm talking here. She's an LTZ, got leather. Most of the bells and whistles I think that they came with back in 2012. Obviously not as many bells and whistles as what they have nowadays. She's got heated leather seats, not cooled. I don't think they had the option of cooled seats at this point in time in the production years. Doesn't have a sunroof, which I'm not real fond of the sunroofs anyways, even though our Ram does have it. B&W drop-in hitch. I had that when I bought the truck. A couple other things I've done to her. I've got some carbon fiber vinyl wrap on the bow ties, which this one's starting to show some age and peeling a little bit. Done the same thing on the grill up front. She's got a little booger knot right here on her fender. That was from my little 18-foot bumper hitch trailer I got. Just trying to back it up and wasn't paying attention and boogered up my fender pretty good. But I figured there wasn't no sense in fixing it because I'll probably do it again. And that's what that dent is from my other trailer. Wasn't from backing up, I just cut it too short and it actually outturned the trailer and got the bumper a little bit. So there you go. It's kind of a work truck. Not too worried about fixing that. It gives her a little character. Other than that, she's pretty clean for her age, and I haven't taken the best of care of her, but she's pretty dirty right now because it's been snowy and icy and all that stuff, so she's pretty dirty. And if you look up underneath there, I've got the fast 95 gallon per hour lift pump with water separator. I'll pop the hood and we can see what I've got going underneath there, which isn't much, but I'll show it to you. You got S&B cold air intake, resonator delete, and that's pretty much all I got going underneath here except for the tunes. I haven't done an EGR delete or anything like that yet. I do have the full 5-inch exhaust. I have another downpipe, a 3-inch straight downpipe to put on it. I just never have got around to putting it on there. And as far as the transmission goes, I've got upgraded tunes on the transmission for the shift points and a couple other little things done in the transmission. That's a walk around of my old girl Maxine here. Hope you enjoyed it. Nothing real special. You'll be seeing more of her on this channel whenever I do any repairs or upgrades or whatever I'm going to do with her. They'll be right here on this channel. So until next time, y'all take it easy. We'll catch you later.